Hi, this is Professor Mike Strahan, nursing librarian for Olson Library at Northern Michigan University. In this video, I will show you how to search PubMed for articles that are describing randomized controlled trials, otherwise known as RCTs. First thing we will do is start off with our question itself. And so what we're going to do here is go over to my Word document that I've created. And the question that we want to find articles about to help us answer is, can patients with diabetes mellitus better manage their obesity and diabetes while on a carbohydrate-restricted diet than on a more conventional high-carb, low-fat Mediterranean diet? What I highly recommend is put together your search terms before you go into a database. This is what I did. I identified the main terms. And remember, I want all these topics being discussed in the same articles. So we're going to use the capitalized word and. And the reason we capitalize it is because we don't want the databases to search for the word and as a regular search term. Instead, we wanted to combine these terms. So the terms that we have is carbohydrate-restricted diet. We have Mediterranean diet. We have diabetes mellitus, and we have obesity. We're going to do these as keyword searches and just see what falls out. So what we're going to do is we type these. Let's highlight them. Let's copy them. And let's switch over to the class. And we're going to start off by going to the new 2025 NMU Library Guide for Nursing Resources. Click on the link, go to the tab labeled Find Articles, and we're going to use the library link to PubMed. This is a partnership that we've created with them. And the reason you want to use our link instead of just going to the freely available PubMed is because of the fact that it will also provide links to our journal subscriptions that we have online. You will not see that if you go directly to the free version of PubMed. And you can tell because when you are inside a record that has the abstract and citation and whatnot, you want to be able to see the Northern logo here. If you don't see that, then you know that you didn't connect through Olson Library's link. So let's click on PubMed. And we're going to click on Access Database. Now, if you are going through NMU's LTE network or on campus or in the dorms, when I click on this link, it will not prompt you to enter your Northern username and password. However, if you're using Spectrum or other systems to access the internet, then you will be prompted. So be aware of that. We click on Access Database. It takes us directly to the first page of the database. We're going to paste in our search strategy. We're going to click on Search, and we have 20 results. Now, we still need to add our randomized controlled trial portion of our search. So I'm going to go back to the course itself. In the library block, I have that text, including the capitalized word and. So we're just going to highlight it. We're going to copy it. We're going to come back to our search results. And we're going to hit the space bar and put this at the end. I just did Control V for paste. Click on search. I now have 6 results. All of these are RCTs, all dealing with the topic that we identified, the problem we've identified. Note that it puts them not in reverse chronological order, but by best match. And so what I recommend is changing this sort order to publication date. I know Human Nature says most recent, but according to how PubMed views most recent is most recently loaded into the database, those records, which doesn't also imply published most recently. So we want to sort by publication date. And so now we've got quite a few choices. The free PMC articles, those are available literally for free. I can click on the title of the article. It has a direct link to the free full text. Always choose that one, and you can download it. Also, note that there's a CITE tool here. We can click on that. The default is NLM style. We want to change that to APA style. And note that it's not perfect APA, but it's a good start. So you can tell it to copy it, then you can paste it into your paper, make the appropriate modifications. I'm going to go back to the search results because I wanted to look at my other ones here. I've got 6 of them. For the most part, you want to restrict your results to the last 5 years or so. I would say by putting them in reverse chronological order, using the publication date sort by, that will solve your problem. The next one doesn't say free. It doesn't mean we don't necessarily have access to it. Let's take a look at this one because they're talking about carb restrictions in the morning increases weight loss. We can use the cite tool for this article in order to access this to see whether we have it online or not. Click on the northern icon. It runs the results back through our OneSearch product. And it says it's available online through Elsevier. When you're presented with a specific name of a publisher like Elsevier, Sage, some of the other ones, always choose that over a database because those are direct subscriptions that the library has. I click on that link, takes me directly to that. I highly recommend that you download the PDF even for assignments other than this. So we can click on the view PDF, and I tell people just remember where you saved it. So create a folder in your documents for the course. That usually works best. What I'm going to do is I am going to download this into a folder I have on my desktop that I have for BSN papers. And I'm going to give it a better name, say carb restrictions. I click on save. Just remember where you saved it. Mine automatically loads up and the article into Adobe. The next thing is I want to show you with this particular article is that if you notice the citation that they have up here, and also when we click on the CITE tool in APA format, all it has is a number here, really long number. Normally you'd say, well, the article's just 1 page long, but that isn't the case here. When we go to look at the article, we save that PDF. We can see that as multiple pages. The first page is page 1, second page is page 2. So we know that this journal uses article numbers instead of continuous pagination. This is important. When you go to cite it in APA style, you want to insert the word article in front of that number in that pagination field. If you're not sure about how to do that, look at my APA guide. I have numerous examples of how to do that. Let's go back to our results. And we can continue going on through these. I've got a 2019 article that looks really good. Even a 2017 article is, well, it's pretty much beyond the time frame that we're talking about. 2019 might even be pushing it depending upon interpretation of the 5-year period. Since 2025 just began, that may be acceptable by your instructor. It may not. It's totally up to them. One thing that I wanted to show you was the last one here. As an example, even though the article is way beyond what our acceptable time frame is, I wanted to show you something else that goes along with this. Some of our journal articles are available online, but they're free e-journals. That means that may or may not connect directly to that article. You may have to hunt for the article in the free e-journals website or from the publisher's website. So just be aware of that. Also, if we don't have it online at all, what you can do is request through interlibrary loan to get a copy of the article. That won't so much work for the Nursing 311 assignment that you're working on right now, but it definitely will work for other articles, for other research that you're doing, because the turnaround time for that is basically 2 hours to about 2 days. So there's no excuse anymore of, I can't wait for the article. And you should never pay for purchasing a journal article. Always use our interlibrary loan system. So I'm going to stop sharing. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is on the nursing guide in the lower left-hand corner. And have a nice day. Thank you.